This is how you really eat kimbap. Very good. 안녕하세요 from Korea. Welcome to Next Matchup. Today we're cooking kimbap. Kimbap is super easy. Anyone can make it. It's a great one to do with your kids or if you just want something simple for lunch. But you've got to get a few ingredients first. The most important is kim. That's kimbap, right? That's half of the dish. So we need this. This is our kim. We're gonna take this, we're gonna get all these ingredients, cook them, and wrap them in it. Super easy. Let's begin. Oh, and we need bap. That's rice, but that's in the rice cooker. What ingredients you use entirely up to you, so don't feel shy if you don't have those perfect Korean ingredients. Starting off, I'm gonna cook my spinach. You want your spinach to taste delicious, so season it. Boil it for 30 seconds, very quick boil, you don't want overcooked spinach. Then run it under some cold water, which I don't show, but you can see in other videos. Give it a dry and a squeeze, and then pull it apart, and we're going to add some sesame oil, salt, and a little bit of garlic. You don't have to if you really don't want to, but seasoning your spinach is going to give you way better flavor for your kimbap. Kimbap can be very bland if you don't make it properly, so be careful with this and do try to season it. It's time to do the eggs. Now for your eggs, a lot of different ways you can do it. I like to do mine in a flatter sheet and then slice them up, which we'll show you here. Start by wiping the pan down with that oil. You don't want big clumps of oil or it'll like make the sort of sheet not as flat. It'll like roll up at the edges a little bit. Don't overcook it. You want that beautiful color. Look, so yellow. And then just slice it as you see fit. You could also probably slice this slightly longer and wider, should I say, and then roll it up in the kimbap. That was probably what I'd do if I was doing another one, but I've already got cheese that'll have the same effect for later. Then carrot. I always like to have a big bit of carrot because number one, it's orange, it's got a beautiful sort of color to it, but it also gives a little bit of sweetness to your kimbap, a bit more flavor. For this, once again, a little bit of minced garlic, and you don't want to burn this with the chunk, get them the sesame oil, so make sure you just do it for about 30 seconds. You're better to undercook this one than overcook it. There's nothing wrong with a bit of sort of crunch in your kimbap from some nice, well-cooked sort of carrots. Now, here's our ham. This ham is specifically for kimbap, so it's actually of the perfect size. And then you just slice it up, and basically it's a nice and sort of got a cube sort of shape to it. But I always like to fry my ham off. It's a good habit to get into. I think you get a better flavor from ham. But if you don't like the sort of flavor of, fried ham, then just have it as it comes. That's more than fine. So fry that up, and it's done. Doesn't take long. Now this is going to go on top of it. We're going to add a little bit of sesame oil and then a little dilkerum, which is perilla leaf oil. If you don't have that, you don't need it. Just use sesame oil, it'll be fine. But I like the way these two mix, and you'll get a bit of flavor on the outside of my kimbap. We'll put that on at the end once we've rolled everything up. The important thing when you're using gim is to make sure you're using the right side. So there's two sides to it. One is shiny and one is rough. Shiny, rough. Look, shiny is smooth, and the rough side is, well, it's rough. So make sure the shiny side's on the outside. Then you want to get it around the right way. Look, long ways, just like that. When you put your rice on, spread it out to the edges, but not the top edge. And on the screen it's the bottom edge, but facing away from you, keep that top edge clear. You're going to use that to stick it to itself. If you're going to have something that's flat, place that first because you're going to roll everything up inside it. So I'll put the perilla leaf first, and then everything else just place it on top. It's really easy. If you place it like this, you'll get a better sort of turn of the rice. You want that rice to sort of surround everything. And then all the other ingredients are in the middle of the kimbap. If you've ever seen a picture of kimbap, you know what I mean. Place a little bit of water on it, and that'll help the gim stick. I mean, it will make the gim stick. If you don't do this, your kimbap will not stick, and it will fall apart. So you must do that. It's very important. And look, perfect. Now let's add something here. Kimbap needs a little extra flavor to it, and I'm going to use my mix that I made earlier of the perilla oil and the sesame. Rub that in. Perfect. Don't put too much, but also don't be shy. If you're the one that's going to eat it, just put as much as you want, or as many as you want. And look, bit of sesame on top, and it's beautiful. Oh yeah, and it's super big too. These are big kimbaps. Here, let's make another one. This time, we're going to put cheese on it. So we've got our gennep, placing it down there, and then we go cheese on top because we're going to roll this up in the cheese so the flat things go first. Don't make the mistake I've made in the past of getting that round the wrong way. Everything on top,
Look, we're using all the ingredients. Let's use everything. Get it all in there. Extra ham for this one. I want this one really. So look, there's a lot in there. There's a very big fat kimbap, but that's okay. Water, and we're rolling it up. And it's no problem getting these rolled. Just keep everything inside. Basically, it's one roll. You could probably do a smaller one that rolls it in itself, but I really like the way it looks. White on the outside, and the inside has the ingredients. And it's done. It's so easy. So here's a little one that I made, little test one that I made earlier. Not as big as the other one. So let's cut some of these up so you can see what they look like on the inside. So this is the outer edge of it. And just cut that. Slice. And there we go. So that's what I was talking about. You've got the rice on the outside. Everything is stuck in the middle there. Now if I had to make it again, maybe a little bit less rice, or not less rice, but I'd make that layer of rice a little thinner and try and really get it around at the bottom end too. Probably should have put a little more rice at the bottom of the kimbap. That'll get a better flavour and shape. And this one's my favourite. Look, all there, completely surrounded, full of green vegetables, a little bit of egg in there. Perfect, that's so delicious, so flavourful. But I love the colour of the cheese one. Can't go wrong with that.
Alright, time to eat. Let's have some kimbap. Oh, beautiful. Let's look at, oh, straight off the plate, fresh kimbap. Mmm. 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 It's delicious. I love the flavor of that kimbap. So many good sort of foods or ingredients we've got. A bit of egg, ham of course is nice and salty. And the delicious sort of garlic with that, with the spinach and the carrots. It's very delicious. Let's try this other one. Now this is a big one. We've got a rule in Korea, you've got to be able to eat this in one bite. No half bites with kimbap. So here we go. Mmm. Alright, I'm gonna finish this. Thanks for watching. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're cooking well. And as we always say in ESL, thanks for watching. This is how you really eat kimbap. Just like this.
Very good. It's very yummy.